Hey guys, how is everybody? A quick 365 update. Well, we kind of got cocky with the lathe. I had such good luck making the mandrels, turning down other things. Let me show you what I used. I've seen a couple other guys use this, actually about 3 I think, on YouTube. It's a tailpipe expander. I didn't have the world's best luck at it at first, but with practice, I guess it could be made to work and get things exactly perfectly true. But first things first, what little bit I played around with this cutting mandrel I made, I had no idea how fast that thing was cutting. We ended up cutting probably 60 thousandths out of the band, and I didn't even know it. 55 to 60 thou. Squish on these without a base gasket's usually somewhere around 30 to 35 thou. This one was like 90 when I checked it, so we had to cut a shit ton of material off of the base. I even had to cut a little more once I realized I wasn't cutting good and true, and once I got it dialed in, I'm gonna say we probably cut 70 thou off of the base of it. That's just a good guesstimate. I lost count after so many passes on it, but we did cut a pop up into that piston. That actually went pretty well. That big 5-inch chuck, I guess, or bigger than what was on the last lathe we had here, actually worked really well for that. It's probably 20-25 thou pop up. And we are going to be running a gasket on this just because of the fact that the base, it's within a few thousandths on each corner. But I'll give you a look at the port work, and this is the smaller 48mm jug exhaust port. We was able to really raise that, and timing on it's still pretty conservative. It should fall around 103 and a half or so once everything's said and done. And I raised it a lot when I first got this bolted on and everything dialed in to where I could actually check the timing numbers. It's cracking at like 112, 113. Transfers, just typical stuff you'd normally do on a 372. They're not necessarily hogged out, mainly just some flow work, cleaned up, and the texture. The uppers were raised quite a damn bit. It was going to have a lot of blowdown. I'm just not a fan of that. To each their own. I like something kind of mid-range, I guess. They are, you can see, angled really steep and back toward the intake port. Try to get it identical on both sides. Intake, not a lot to show here. I just kept to the existing shape. I did flatten the floor of it a little bit. Didn't even really have to change timing much. I just kind of ground the plating down, and that was it. And she ended up with really good intake timing. But once I make sure this thing's running and it ain't gonna blow up, it should make killer compression. And with the base gasket, we're sitting like around 26-27 thou squish. I left it kind of conservative on purpose. But like I said, once I get it out and see that it's going to run good, not blow up, I am kind of skeptical about it hanging a ring up top. But I don't know if any of you have cut that much out of the band and off of the base. Just let me know in the comments. But she should run pretty good. Blow down, we're looking at like 21-22 degrees on it, and around 158 degrees of intake duration. So I think it should be a good, fun, snappy saw. Should have tons of torque. Hopefully it does good, but I'll give you more updates as I get them, guys. Y'all have a good night.